Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to show you guys a quick demo of this Milwaukee articulating hedge trimmer attachment for the M18 fuel power head. So the reason why I decided to pick up this attachment here is for the past couple years I have been using this Ryobi 22-inch hedge trimmer, and you can see it works great. It's got its fair share of use. It's all dirty, but it still works for 5 years. I'm actually very surprised. 40-volt system. So going over here, you can see on this particular bush over here, it's pretty tall, right? I'm only 5'5", and then right now it's probably a little bit over 6 feet. And for me to trim this bushes, I have to reach my hand out. And before my bushes, I would say about 4 months ago, I actually chopped it off about another 3 feet. So it was actually really tall, and for me to get up there and trim, I could still not reach, and I had to get a ladder out. Getting up and down the ladder just wasn't easy because, you know, it's kind of dangerous too when you go up and down. You can slip, trip, and it's very tiring, right, to reach up all the time. It works, but when it gets tall, and also the top here, you can see it's very hard to trim this top with this handheld trimmer. Now going on over here on my side, I have these little bushes here. So they're short, they're about chest height. So for me to trim, it's very simple. But the reason why I got that Milwaukee is for the taller hedges over here. So I'm trying to maintain that bush to be a little bit over 6 feet, just because I like a little bit more privacy in my yard. So giving you guys a quick look at this guy, it's actually very nice. You know, I looked at YouTube, I didn't really find many user videos on here, but the attachment comes like this, right? You have your sheath here to cover the blades. To pop it in is very simple. Milwaukee's quick lock system. You pop it in and it kind of locks into place, and all you do is tighten down this clamp right here. Give it a good snug. There we go. And now everything is nice and tight. To articulate the head is actually very simple too. So you have this little piece here, slide it down, and now this head can go different angles. And then you let it go and it locks into place. So very simple. If you look over here, we have little holes, like right here. You pull this down and you can actually move it different positions. So you can have it straight out like this. Let's just say you want to cut, you know, bushes like this. You can go up and down. If you want to cut some like tall grass, weeds on the ground, I'll take this off for now. But very nice, heavy duty. The construction on here, the plastic, it's thick, feels good. Hopefully it lasts a long time. The one on my Ryobi, unfortunately, the second time I used it, I left the cover on and I accidentally pressed the trigger and it broke it. This guy, before we even go any further, when you slide it in, it's actually very nice. I believe it goes this way. But if you accidentally press the trigger with the cover still on, it does not do any damage. It actually protects anything that is down here, so that's very nice. And it's back off to give you guys an idea. Like for example, you want to cut some tall grass, you got some weeds, something that a weed string trimmer can't really do too efficient. This is actually more efficient if you just need to trim down some tall grass, weeds in your lawn, or even on like a trail if you want. So, but this is actually a bush, it's to trim bushes, not for weeds, but it works that way too. It's got a 20-inch blade. So I'm gonna put this back down. My Ryobi is 22 inches for the blade, so you can see it's a little bit longer by 2 inches. I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference when I'm cutting this, because I'm doing this for my house. I'm not using this for commercial or work related, so I'm not in a time crunch to do things quicker. This head is a little bit heavy in my opinion. When you have it fully extended, oh, I didn't lock it into place. There we go. So when you're holding it out, it sticks out about another 3 feet or so, like 2, maybe 3 feet. And it gets really heavy up there. So if you're doing anything low like this, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna last doing this. But the main reason why I got it, or like this, is so now I can just walk and cut the top of the bush. So let's go over demo it for you guys and see how well this thing will work. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the top of the bush first. Let's walk around to the front. today's video, I'm using a just the M18 XC 5.0 battery. It's not the high performance battery or anything like that, just a regular 5.0. Alright, so I'm gonna set my angle. I'm gonna try to keep this unedited, you know, so kind of real world. Hold it here. It's actually not too bad, to be honest. I don't want to be too close to, because lately I'm not sure, I've just been, allergies been kicking in. If I touch the bushes sometimes, I'll start breaking out and get really itchy. So another part of the reason why I wanted this is so that way I can stay a little bit further away and get less of the clippings on me. So let's go ahead, push the trigger, safety, and start cutting. It's pretty loud. It cuts okay. Definitely need ear protection, which I don't have in this video. Each time it hits a thick stem, it gets pretty loud. So up here we have this thick part, which is way larger than 3/4, so I don't think it's gonna cut. I can try it, and I kind of jammed it up right there. So this M18 is, oh, actually it went right through it. Nice. So I got that top done, which would have taken me much longer if I would have used my handheld Ryobi one. So I'm gonna go back for a cleanup cut. Let me just adjust my angle and get this little angle right here. Oh, I'm loving this. Wow. So much quicker. I'm going to adjust the angle a little bit more so I can be a little bit away from the bush, like so. There you go. Oh, loving it. So I guess I'll just continue the video. Maybe I'll speed it up so you guys can see in real time how fast I'm trimming this bush right now. My arm is getting a little bit tired. Not too bad if I hold it like this. Very nice. Very efficient. Oh, I'm loving this. So I might stop this right here. I'm gonna go run and grab that 40-volt handheld one real quick and show you guys what I have been doing for the past 5 years with this big bush. So over here, when I'm trimming it, and if you guys can hear that sound earlier from the Milwaukee, this is the Ryobi. A little bit louder since it is older and worn out, but for me to cut, cut's very similar, but you see how close I am to these bushes? The Hedge sweep works great, but I'm so close to this bush right here is that I'm getting all these cuttings on me, and then I'm not even sure what kind of bush this is, but it has a milky white sap that gets very sticky. And you can see the bottom of my Ryobi, it's all dirty. But that Milwaukee one over there, oh, it's a game changer. So easy. So this is just a quick pass right here. Nothing special. Just showing you guys how easy it is to use. Let me see what else can I do. I can probably trim the top a little bit. But what I'm gonna do next is this bottom piece right here, right? Usually this is a little bit harder to trim. I think I can come back like this. I'm not sure how I'm gonna cut this. My first time using this guy. But now I'm gonna go ahead and trim. So let me find a good angle. Maybe I just come back this way. Wow, that was so quick. Normally this would have taken me well over an hour or two to do with my handheld one, since I just got to go up there and go back and forth. Now it's just so easy. It just cut off that large branch. Is it down here so I can show you guys? But that branch up there, it's about the size of my thumb from what I'm seeing here. It's really hard to see with the camera angle, but it just sliced through that thumb. It was probably the same thickness as this, about 3/4 of a cut right there. So very nice. Just clean up this edge right here. Let's go back into the shade, or let me trim this again real quick. It's a little bit off right here. Very nice, very nice. All right, so let's go back over here into my yard and continue this review. All right guys, so you guys just saw that. That was just a quick demo with it. Nothing too fancy. I didn't take too much time, but for me to trim that part of my bush literally took less than 5 minutes. I'm not even sure how long this video is. I'm just going as I go along. But the 20-inch blade, it's nice and sharp. It cuts, it's quick, way quicker than this guy. And look at me, I'm not even dirty. I only got like maybe one little speck of leaf on me, probably from this earlier. But I'm clean, I have no sap on me. It is a little bit heavy holding it out here, but as long as you hold it like this, it's not too bad. I wish the trigger was able to move closer, so that way for some of the closer stuff, I could hold it like this, but when you hold it like this, it gets further out. Hold it by the handle, you can see really front heavy. Holding it here with the smaller XC 5.0 battery, it balances right about here where this quick lock is, but no heat whatsoever. The battery, it's still full. I mean, I only spent 5 minutes cutting that, so it wasn't really anything too heavy of a cut, but I'm loving this right now. Let me take out the battery just to be safe. I don't get my fingers up in there, you know. Gotta practice safety. But this quick lock, quick rotating attachment, I love it. Being able to move up and down, articulate whatever way you want. If you want to cut overhead, or you want to cut this way, like this. And you can see, and you saw me earlier, I was able to rotate it and then just cut on the bottom of my hedge using this without having to get this guy and holding it at a certain angle and then crouching down to cut the bottom of my bush over there. This thing is just, it's nice. So the reason why I picked the Milwaukee once again was because of the construction, being able to go to Home Depot and seeing this in person. I thought it was a pretty well-off construction. It feels solid, the parts are nice. I believe Ryobi also has their expanded version that has the articulating head, but that hedge trimmer looks a little bit cheap on the construction So I just kind of like, for a similar price, I got this guy. Well worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. That was a first real world test, and it came out great. You guys saw my bush. If I come back and do it like one more cleanup pass, it'll probably come out even nicer. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that quick demo and review of this Milwaukee attachment. There's a part number down here if you guys are interested. So this attachment right here, it's the articulating hedge trimmer. The model number is 49-16-2719. So there you go. Nice foam grips. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.